Hey guys, welcome to a brew day video and a walk through my system and the reasons why I chose to go with a 2-vessel recirculating kettle RIMS system. So stay tuned. Today we're making a summer lager. You're gonna love it. So my system is comprised of 2 vessels as opposed to a normal either brew in a bag single vessel or a full-on HERM system or RIM system that will utilize 3 vessels. This one just uses 2. Reason being for that, I wanted to keep this as simple as possible, being effective, do what I really wanted to do, and also help keep the cost down, which I think I've been able to achieve, which is terrific. So the vessel on the left is the boil kettle, which harnesses the hot rod heat stick and a 5500 watt 240 volt heating element right in there, which is terrific. I did install a recirculating arm, which is this guy here, to recirculate the mash water from our mash tun here. I've been using this system for the last few years. It's been great. However, I did have an issue with it because it does utilize a single pump. To try and keep the balance between the mash tun and the boil kettle was sort of difficult. You could kind of figure it out once you got your mash set in and everything was mashed in, and it was great. However, it was sometimes difficult to match the flow rate, and you really couldn't step away from the system if you absolutely had to. So, in comes the Blickman Auto Sparge, which has been a lifesaver for me in keeping the levels where I want it to be. I can walk away from it. I really don't need to worry about it. It's not going to overflow my mash tun. It will keep that flow going, and I don't need to mess with my pump, which I think is terrific. So that helped me out tremendously. Alright, so today's recipe utilizes 85.7% Pilsner malt, 3.6% Carafoam, or Carapils, what have you, 3.6% acid malt to help out with the pH, and also later in the boil I'm doing about 7.1% of just normal white table sugar, help bump up the ABV as well as help dry out the beer to make sure this is nice, clean, and crisp. So for my water chemistry today, I'm trying to keep the sulfates right around 100 ppm. So whatever that does for your system, you can get that all figured out. There's many different online water chemistry calculators out there, which is terrific. And then I'm trying to be around 50 ppm or so of chloride. So a 2-to-1 ratio of sulfates to chlorides. I think that's going to help this summer lager to really be really bright and crisp. But that's the whole goal of it. You can't homebrew without having a homebrew. Now I am slowly draining from the mash tun to the pump to the kettle. This way I can get the most out of the mash without compacting it. I figured out as long as it goes real slow, I can make this happen. So we're shooting for 12 gallons pre-boil, and then we're gonna boil down to 11 and split it up into a carboy and a fermenter bucket and make this 10-gallon batch happen. So we're going to start filling our fermenters. And for this batch, we're pitching 3470 by Fermentis. Imperial Global. My first time using it, I'm pretty excited. I haven't really gotten into Imperial's lager yeast yet. I've used a bunch of their arrow yeast for New England IPAs, so I'm really excited to see how this one's going to taste. Beautiful. Pitch. Just gonna let it ferment, and I'll see you guys in probably about a month or so for the tasting. Here we are. Tasting video of the pale lager we brewed. Came out to around 4.3%, 4.5, somewhere in that range. It is about 92 degrees here in Connecticut, so I figured what better day to review this than on a hot, sweltering day where this is going to be nice, crisp, and refreshing. So I'm pretty excited. This one is probably one of my favorite summertime brews to make. Super simple, nice and clear. I use 3470 and super drinkable. But yeah, let's check it on out. Bright white head, very nice pale yellow body to it. Looks very crisp, looks very refreshing. Let's check out the nose. Just clean, malty breadiness from the Pilsner malt. Not bad at all. It's just very clean and crisp. Almost reminds me of very light Czech Pilsner. Let's give it a taste, shall we? Cheers. Oh. Yep, you can definitely crush a couple of these in the summertime when it's really hot. Low ABV is nice because you can really session this beer and not get too crazy with it, which is awesome. Very clean, crisp. And the friends that I have served this to, I told them afterwards I used about a pound of sugar in it. They could not believe it. Very clean, very crisp. I think the 100 ppm or so of sulfates really helps to dry this beer out and just give it a nice crispness to it. Which is something I really want in this sort of beer anyway. So, super clean, very drinkable. I think this is right around 18 to 20 IBUs, somewhere in that range. I'll find out. I'll put it in the notes. But cheers, guys. I hope you brew this up. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help. In the meantime, keep it weird, keep brewing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.